Right now, as you're watching this, there's a war happening inside your mind. 1,000 thoughts competing for attention, worries about the future, regrets about the past, fears about what people think. 2,000 years ago, Seneca, advisor to Emperor Nero, lived under constant threat. One wrong word could mean execution. Yet he wrote, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." Most of your suffering isn't from what's actually happening. It's from what you think might happen, from scenarios you've created in your head. Today, you're going to learn 7 Stoic techniques that will help you stop overthinking instantly. These aren't theories, these are battle-tested strategies used by philosophers and emperors. Let's begin. Technique 1, the Seneca question. What am I avoiding? Here's something most people don't realize. Overthinking is often a sophisticated form of avoidance. You're not analyzing the problem, you're avoiding solving it. Seneca wrote, "Nothing is so certain as that the evils of idleness can be shaken off by hard work." When you're stuck in your head, spinning in circles, ask yourself, what am I avoiding right now? Usually the answer is uncomfortable. That difficult conversation, that decision you need to make, that action you need to take, that risk you need to accept. Your brain prefers the familiar pain of overthinking to the unknown discomfort of action. Seneca wrote, "While we wait for life, life passes." Next time you catch yourself overthinking, stop. Ask, what am I avoiding? Then ask, what's one small action I can take right now? Not the perfect action, just one small step. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Overthinking feels productive, but you're not working on the problem. You're working on avoiding it. This is the first technique. Ask yourself, what am I avoiding? Then stop avoiding it. Technique 2, the 2-minute rule, Seneca's deadline. Seneca wrote, "The whole future lies in uncertainty. Live immediately." Here's the technique. Give yourself a 2-minute deadline for any decision that's not life or death. Most overthinking happens because we give ourselves unlimited time to think. No deadline means infinite mental loops. When you catch yourself overthinking a decision, set a timer for 2 minutes. Think intensely. Consider the options. Listen to your gut. When the timer goes off, you decide. No more thinking. Seneca anticipated the objection. It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor. You're not poor in options, you're poor in decision. The cost of overthinking is almost always higher than the cost of an imperfect decision. Most of your overthinking is about reversible decisions. What to eat, what to say, whether to send that message. These don't deserve hours of mental energy. Seneca put it perfectly. Most powerful is he who has himself in his own power. When you can decide quickly, you have power. When you overthink, your mind has power over you. Make the decision. Trust yourself. Move forward. Even if you're wrong, you'll learn faster from action than from infinite contemplation. This is the second technique. Give yourself 2 minutes, then decide and move on. Technique 3, Seneca's evening review, daily mental audit. One of the most powerful practices Seneca used was his evening review. Every night before sleep, he would audit his day. He wrote, "I will keep constant watch over myself and, most usefully, will put each day up for review." He would ask himself 3 questions. What bad habit did I cure today? What vice did I resist? In what way am I better? Notice the focus, not what did I do wrong, but how did I improve? This practice takes all the scattered, anxious thoughts bouncing around your mind and organizes them into useful insights. Here's a modern framework, the 3-3-3 evening review, 9 minutes total. 3 wins. What are 3 things that went well today? 3 lessons. What are 3 things you learned today? 3 intentions. What are 3 things you'll focus on tomorrow? This saves you hours of overthinking. Your brain's default is to scan for problems. The evening review hijacks this process constructively. When you review your day each evening, you complete it. You close the loop. Your mind doesn't need to keep processing it while you sleep. This is the third technique. Practice Seneca's evening review. Audit your day. Learn, then let it go. Technique 4. The Stoic dichotomy. What's in my control? Seneca wrote, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." Here's the technique. The Stoic dichotomy decision tree. When you catch yourself overthinking, write down the specific worry, then run it through this tree. Question 1. Can I do something about this right now? If yes, do it immediately. Then stop thinking about it. If no, go to question 2. Question 2, can I do something about this later? If yes, schedule when. Write it down. Then stop thinking about it until that time. If no, go to question 3. Question 3, is this worry based on something that might happen? If yes, write, this is not happening now. If it happens, I'll handle it then. Then stop thinking about it. If no, go to question 4. Question 4, is this worry about something that already happened? If yes, write, I cannot change it. What can I learn? Learn the lesson, then stop thinking about it. Seneca knew, there are more things likely to frighten us than there are to crush us. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Marcus Aurelius wrote, if you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment. Your brain learns that not everything deserves unlimited processing time. Some things deserve action, some things deserve planning, some things deserve to be completely dismissed. Epictetus said, make the best use of what is in your power, and take the rest as it happens. This is the 4th technique. Use the Stoic dichotomy. Act on what you can, release what you can't. Technique 5. Seneca's time blocks. Contain your worry. Here's a counterintuitive technique. Don't try to stop worrying, schedule it. Seneca believed in containing destructive mental habits within boundaries. Here's how it works. Instead of letting worries interrupt your entire day, give them a specific time slot. Create a worry window. Every day at 5 p.m., you have 15 minutes to worry. You write down your worries, you think through scenarios, you analyze problems, but only during those 15 minutes. The rest of the day, when a worry pops up, you say, that's a 5 p.m. worry. I'll think about it then. This works because when you tell yourself, don't think about that, your brain focuses on it more. But when you say, I'll think about that at 5 p.m., your brain relaxes. Your practice. Step 1. Choose a specific 15-minute window each day. Step 2. Throughout the day, write worries down. Don't think about them, just capture them. Step 3. During your worry window, review the list. Ask, is this in my control? Can I do something? Step 4. Take necessary actions or make plans. Then close the worry window. Step 5. Outside this window, remind yourself, this is a 5 p.m. worry. Marcus Aurelius wrote, confine yourself to the present. The worry window allows you to process what needs processing, but confine it so it doesn't consume your entire day. This is the 5th technique. Create a worry window. Contain your overthinking. Technique 6. The Seneca walk. Move your body. Seneca wrote, we should take wandering outdoor walks so that the mind might be nourished and refreshed by the open air and deep breathing. When you're stuck in overthinking, your body is usually stuck too. You're sitting, stationary, and your thoughts circulate in the same loop. Here's the technique. When you catch yourself overthinking, stop, stand up, walk for 10-15 minutes, but don't walk to figure things out. Walk to let things go. Walking brings you back to reason. Why? First, physical movement interrupts the mental loop. Second, being outside connects you to something larger than your thoughts. Third, walking is rhythmic. The rhythm calms the nervous system. There's a story about Seneca advising a friend paralyzed by a decision. He told him, walk to the forum and back. By the time you return, you'll know what to do. The friend asked, how will walking help? Seneca replied, because you'll stop trying to decide and allow clarity to emerge. Modern neuroscience supports this. Walking, especially in nature, reduces activity in the prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for rumination. Here's your practice. Next time you're overthinking, don't sit with it. Walk with it. Move your body. Notice how after 10 minutes the thoughts simplify. This is the 6th technique. When stuck in your head, move your body. Technique 7. Seneca's premeditation. Define the worst case. Seneca wrote, the mind that is anxious about future events is miserable. But why? Because the future is vague, undefined, a shadowy monster. Seneca's solution, turn on the lights. Look at the monster directly. He wrote, it is likely that some troubles will befall us, but it is not a present fact. Here's the technique. Step 1. Identify what you're overthinking about. Write it down. Step 2. Ask, what's the absolute worst thing that could happen? Step 3. Write that worst-case scenario in detail. Be specific. Step 4. Ask, if this happened, would I survive? How would I handle it? Step 5. Write down your survival plan. Example, you're overthinking about starting a business. Worst case, it fails. You lose money, you go back to a regular job. people judge you. Now it's defined. You realize losing money would hurt, but you'd survive. You'd get another job. People's judgment is temporary. Suddenly, the vague fear becomes a manageable scenario. Seneca practiced this constantly. Living under Nero, he knew exile or execution was possible, so he'd meditate on it. If Nero exiles me, I'll write philosophy. If he executes me, I'll die with dignity. By defining the worst case, he stole its power. He wrote, "We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more from imagination than from reality." Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Nothing happens to any man that he is not formed by nature to bear." You've survived 100% of your worst days so far. When you face your worst case fear directly, you discover it's either not that bad or extremely unlikely. This is the 7th technique. Define your worst case. Make a survival plan. Release the fear. Let's recap. 1. Ask, what am I avoiding? Face what you're running from. 2. Use the 2-minute rule. Decide quickly. 3. Practice evening review. Audit, learn, release. 4. Use the dichotomy tree. Act on what you can control. 5. Create a worry window. Contain your worries. 6. Take the Seneca walk. Move to find clarity. 7. Practice premeditation. Define the worst case. Seneca wrote, "Begin at once to live, not tomorrow, not when things calm down. Now, your mind can be your greatest enemy or your greatest ally. The Stoics chose to make it an ally. So can you. Stop overthinking. Start living." Thank you for watching. If this helped you, share it with someone stuck in their head. Now go prove it.